Members and friends of Salem, today I want to talk to you about the issue of human sexuality that has split the United Methodist Church, the issue that we've been debating for decades. As many of you know, last summer the Western jurisdiction elected an openly gay bishop. And our jurisdiction, the Southern jurisdiction, South Central jurisdiction, put forth a question of law to the Judicial Council as to the validity of that election. Last week, the Judicial Council heard both sides in oral arguments and made their ruling on that decision. What they ruled was that Bishop Karen Oliveto was in violation of the Book of Discipline as an open and practicing homosexual serving as a bishop. Additionally, they ruled that all bishops involved in her consecration to the office of bishop were in violation of the Book of Discipline, and that all district committees on ministry and boards of ordained ministry must consider one's sexuality as a part of the criteria for candidacy to ministry, commissioning, and ordaining to ministry. The Judicial Council does not have the right at this point to remove Bishop Oliveto from office. She, as all clergy, are due the right to fair due process and a fair trial. And so they have issued their decision and ordered that charges must be brought against her within a certain time frame. At the end of that time frame, if charges have not been brought, the president of the Western jurisdiction must bring those charges. That is the president of the College of Bishops of the Western jurisdiction. I know among us there are many who are on all sides of this issue here at Salem. We have people who are in favor of the church and the full inclusion of LGBTQ individuals, while we have those among us who see this as a sin and who believe it should not happen. You may have heard the rumors around and heard of other churches who have left the denomination, individuals who have left their churches in search of another denomination over this issue, on both sides of the issue as well. Some of you may be wondering, what are we at Salem going to do? Last spring, when all of the issues, legislation around human sexuality was put on the table at General Conference, and the Council on Bishops' Commission on a Way Forward was put together, they were tasked with the project of finding a way forward for us as a denomination. Find a way to live in unity or a way to split up amicably. The Council of Bishops has now set a called General Conference for February of 2019. And I know, without a doubt, that the denomination of the United Methodist Church is going to be very different by the end of 2019 than it is today. The governing board has prayed over this issue and has discussed it at great length. I, as well as the governing board, are recommending that we be patient and that we wait this process out. That we wait until the General Conference in 2019 has finished its work and we see what our options are at that time. That is what is best for us, I believe, as a congregation. As many of you know, United Methodist churches, the property of those churches are held in trust for the denomination, meaning that we owned this property in trust for the denomination as a whole. If we were to decide to leave the denomination today, under the current Book of Discipline and under the current standings that are in place, we would have to walk away from our buildings, our funds, all of our resources and property, taking the true church, which is just the people, and starting over. I know for many of you, myself included, that is something that I do not want to do. I hold out hope that the Council, that the Commission on a Way Forward, and that General Conference 2019 will provide us answers, provide us a way to find a new type of unity, and a way that we can split amicably. So I ask that you be in prayer for the commission on a way forward, for the council of bishops, for your governing board, for I as your pastor, for our bishop, Gary Mueller, for all who are involved, for the people called Methodist, over the next 2 to 3 years as we work through our issues, as we find a way to move forward and to do ministry. Be in prayer for us and for those decisions that must be made. Be in prayer that we can see past this and we can still do the vital work that we have here to do as a congregation, as the Methodist here at Salem United Methodist Church, to reach out to the people of Conway, to share the love and grace of God. As we glorify God through worship, we grow through intentional discipleship making in small groups and Bible studies, and as we go out into service to share that love and grace. Be in prayer that we'll be able to do this and not hindered by the issue of human sexuality. We'll be able to bring God's love and grace to all. I welcome your comments and your questions. Call me, send me an email, set up an appointment, flag me down on Sunday morning. Whatever you must do, I want to be in dialogue with you about this issue and how we as a church and as individuals are responding to it. Thank you for your time and have a blessed day.